Greetings and welcome to the Outer Worlds. Right, we're in a pretty decent spot here. Now that we are free from that village.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. The board would like to remind spacers and other travelers that passage to Monarch is restricted for your protection. Canyons of acid and sulfur rain are the least of the horrors plaguing the surface of Monarch. Anarchists live as one with the animals, lawless, savage, and unemployed. The board's embargo ensures that nothing can leave the planet and threaten our hard-working citizens. This story brought to you by Halcyon News. All the news that's fit to broadcast.
So politically correct. Halcyon News media circus around Cricus time clowns. The politics of Tosbo have grown increasingly troubled of late, with circus time clowns trading out every single member of the team, asked to comment on the upheaval. The Owners League released a statement saying that the clowns' failure to reach the finals was the deciding factor in the organization's rearrangement. When questioned about the values of the overhauled team, a representative from the clowns stated that their goal remained the same as ever. Tosbo win, repeat. Chairman Rockwell took time out of his busy schedule today to talk about Minister Clark and his impact on the colony. Working with Minister Clark has been wonderful these past 8 years, he said. His predecessor didn't find the job, but Clark's brilliance cannot be overstated. The early retirement program is just the latest along a line of initiatives that he has spearheaded that will ensure Halcyon continues to be the envy of all other colonies. We couldn't agree more, Mr. Chairman. Okay.
Who wants to play an impromptu tossball match? No one? Really?
I don't know what that means. Well then, shall we speak?
Unless you're here to file an incident report or to inquire about the bounty posting, I must kindly ask you to clear out. The Mardet's offices aren't for leisure time nor loitering.
So, what is it like working security details on Space Station?
Do I look like your gossipy best friend? While I'm on post, I take my duties real serious. I would have no qualms whatsoever escorting you to a cell. Understand?
Hey, shut up.
Now let's not start a fuss. I'm just trying to do my job, and I can't do it while chit-chatting with you.
There is literally no one else here. So, what is a Mandat?
We're the security force here on Groundbreaker. Started back before the crossing, you know.
Okay, but why Mardet?
The original force was made up of a Marine detachment from the 77th Marine Expeditionary Unit, Trailward Fleet. Folks started calling us Mardets because it was easier to say. Guess it stuck.
Cool. What kind of bounties do you have?
Got a hot one for you. Captain Gunner McRed. Just 26 hours old. The posting, that is. Not the criminal. Allegations include several counts of flying under the influence, carrying open alcoholic containers, failure to pay docking fees, resisting arrest, and assaulting not one but 2 officers.
Assaulting 2 officers, and he's still alive?
Kicked one right in the kneecap while he poked the other in the eyes. McRed's lucky we're too backlogged right now to hunt him down ourselves. But if our resources clear up and we catch him before some contractor does, I fully plan to lock him in ISO with them 2 officers he wounded. Thinking he won't like that one bit.
Cool. Flying under the influence of illegal substances.
Swerving in the air was more like it. Then he crashed hard into the dock and tumbled out of his ship and fled on foot. Spilled Rizzo's Violet Spectrum vodka all over Officer Hartley. An affront of its own, considering none of us are approved for anything higher than green spectrum.
Right. Any leads on where I might find this guy, McReed?
Last tip we got pointed toward the back bays. You want the reward? Do the legwork.
Very well.
You and about 6 other enterprising mavericks. It's only a matter of time before someone brings me McRed's head, or his lucky lighter, as proof of kill. I do hope you're the lucky hunter, though. Good luck and skip speed to you.
How did you do that? The door is still closed. Okay, try to sneak in. Holographic disguise activated. Your holographic shout has activated, giving you temporary access to this restricted area. Moving drains the shroud's energy. When it runs out, personnel will see to interrogate you. Talk your way out of the interrogation to reset your shroud. It will get harder to talk your way out the more you are interrogated. So I don't need to sneak around. That's cool.
Hey! Keep your sights out, friend.
Oh, I see.
Nicely done.
And this is no longer restricted. Pay no heed to me, mind. You should close the door behind him. Wow, it actually drains faster when you're running. Let's wait for him to leave before we unlock that chest.
Great work.
Missing anything? Doesn't seem like it. We'll need to purchase some more of those lockpicks.
Nicely done. There it is. Just yank the drive and I'll do the rest.
Let's eject the docking records data cartridges. You've gained Groundbreaker Customs right. Confiscated goods. Hatchet, right. Metal hoop. He fled before we could get down to it. Left the thing behind, so they're stored in the back of the security station until the idiot shows his face again, which is likely to be never. Sublight put a bet on one of our import. Generous one too. Negotiated for the usual finder's fee and then given Lilia her salvage. Brow at Lost Hope, freelancers versus board, freelancers won, arrested a frightened captain with more bits than brains. Hawthorne's ship, impounded by order of Urban Bedford, still no clue why Hawthorne associates with the port snake. A guy from the back base roasted up some kid. Raving Matt warned me that Moon was going to bring about the end times. He was flying high to whatever MacReed grows down there. Got a sworn testimony that MacRed was spotted at the Rest and Go. Not that anyone will collaborate with it. Remember to keep your eyes on Galbus.
Now that we have the data cartridge, I can finally find out where that scholar I'm looking for ended up.
We have to go back to the ship.
No one saw me trip over that, right?
I'm sure no one did. Oh my god.
Try not to be distracted by the glare of the adverts. Lots of unsavory types about.
Now with 12% more crunch.
Which way do we need to go back? I mean, I came from the roof, didn't I?
That's quite the impressive list of infractions.
Okay, we see only one wanted poster. Bolter pistol. I'm gonna keep that one. Shock cannon. And the hatchet. Yeah, several of these. Keep the bolster pistol, and is this shock cannon. Definitely using laser ammo for that. Careful not to hit anyone. Hello?
Hey there, you mind stepping back? This charming little ship's been impounded and I'm afraid I can't let you near it till it's not.
Surely this is all a big misunderstanding.
Well, shoot, that's a relief. Shouldn't take you more than a moment to get it all properly understood then, right?
Right. What does that mean to be impounded?
I don't really know. We got orders to hold your ship is all.
Does this happen a lot?
No. Almost never. We're independent, you know. From the board. They don't have jurisdiction here. Groundbreaker's the last free outpost in the colony, and we aim to keep it that way, no matter what.
Does it seem a bit hot to you here, or?
I ain't felt so much as a tepid breeze in weeks. I hope Miss Chief Tennyson gets that fixed soon.
Either way, let's not stick around so long we all roast alive. No offense, Miss Elson, I'm sure whatever critical problem needs fixing will get patched in time.
Whew. I'm starting to feel like a sisty roast in all this armor.
Can you help me get this cleared?
I'd surely love to, but that's just not my bailiwick. You'll want to have words with our representative here from the board, Mr. Udom Bedford. His office is on the Promenade.
Don't touch my ship.
Gosh, I wouldn't dream of it. Not unless I got to, and I don't see any reason why I'd gotta. Do you?
I'm off.
Have yourself a pleasant day.
I do hope he has a reason for this.
This is the simple truth. We are all molecular machines. The body is a collection of atoms. The mind is a consequence of chemical reactions. Therefore, our lives are predestined along a path that is only visible in retrospect. Life is fated and unstoppable.
Maybe it would be best if you stay in the ship. Oh, I'm sorry, close to the ship. We can't get there for some reason. So I can't actually sleep on the ship and can't get to it. We need to get this sorted out quickly. No? The empty man? No. No, not quest type. Locations. Passage to anywhere. In order to revive your fellow colonists... No, not this one. Okay then, who of you morons is Bedford and why is my ship grounded? Let me remind you, I have a huge gun and I'm not afraid to use it. Shh.
Hey there.
I'm looking for someone named Gladys.
The fence. You'll find her in the rest and go. On your left when you enter the promenade. Make sure you bring an empty belly.
Can I find a jump around here?
Maybe. Most of the shipping traffic in the system passes through Groundbreaker. Every couple of months, we even get a big interstellar freighter. Two biggest operations are the board. That is, Halcyon Holdings and Sublight Salvage. But there are independent operators around the promenade deck. Most of those jobs are going to take you off station, though.
Something a little bit more local then?
Commandant Sanita might have a couple of folks she needs killed. Bad folks, I mean. Not regular folks. She'll be at the security desk behind me. Chief Junlei might have an errand needs running. She's all tied up trying to fix our heat problem. You'll find her in engineering.
Got it.
Happy to help. That's my job, after all.
I didn't think there were many independent operators in the system.
Relative to the board holdings? Not really. But there's a few with the means to go where they will. They aren't rich, but they aren't likely to look too close at your work history either.
What do you know about Sublight Salvage?
They strip the parts from derelict ships and abandoned outposts. There's some that say they make the derelicts and encourage folks to abandon their steads. Sublight gives me the creeps. I've known folks who went to work for them and just vanished. They're on the promenade run by a woman named Lilia Hagen. I'm only telling you so you know to avoid them.
Of course. How does Halcyon Holding work anyway?
Are you pulling my leg?
I just want to hear your take on it.
Goes like this. Back on Earth, before the crossing, the powers that be were selling off stakes in distant star systems they thought had potential. A bunch of companies decided to throw in together and form the Halcyon Holdings Corporation, then buy up the rights to this here colony. That group's what we now call the board.
And the board runs mostly on the system?
Yep. Groundbreaker's the only real independent port. Aside from us, there's just tramp freighters and wildcat miners. Seems like every year the board's offices get bigger and their ships take up more of the landing bays. Haven't seen nearly as many tramp crews this year.
So there's actually a boardroom somewhere with all those company heads in it.
Sitting around drinking whiskey and smoking cigars, yeah, probably. Can't say for sure, of course. Doubt I'll ever see the inside of it myself.
So how does the Groundbreaker fit into that?
Groundbreaker was one of the original colony vessels to come over on the crossing, a few years before her sister ship, the Hope. Once everybody'd been de-thawed and dropped dirt side, the original crew of the Groundbreaker decided they rather liked the spacefaring life. I guess that was the start of our independent spirit. Now, here we are.
Cool.
Glad to help. All right.
I need a drink. Can you recommend me anything?
Most places are on the promenade deck. Big door yonder, straight through security. There's a bar on the starboard side. I got a preference for the Lost Hope myself. Talk to Vera. She'll set you right.
Got it.
You need anything else? You let me know. Don't want anyone saying Groundbreaker's not the most hospitable port in the colony.
Seems like there's some sort of tension between the board and the Groundbreaker.
You noticed, huh?
Yeah, I'm sharp like that.
What can I say? We're passionate folks, and the board can't abide that independent spirit, especially not when it might impact their bottom line. All their interstellar freighters come through us, and we skim a few bits off the top in manifest processing fees with every one. Folks around here will bluster that the board hates our freedom, but really, they know we can stop their out-system shipments anytime we like, and that terrifies them.
I'm glad it terrifies them. The bastards keep pushing them. Now, let's say something else. Yet, your station is in a state of disrepair. You could make the board fix it.
You mean the heat? Sure, we could make them fix it. But what would they do in retaliation? They got assault cruisers, gunships, and a handful of mining operations at their fingertips. We push them too hard, maybe they decide we'd be better in 10 trillion little pieces. Or they cobble together a new groundbreaker and put us out of business.
The board is necessary to provide order to the colony. They believe it's their prerogative to overrun you. But whether you allow that is up to you.
It's a tough line to walk, no doubt about that. But we make do all right. So far, anyway.
Right, thank you for the info.
Sure thing. Be seeing you.
Okay, we need to go for a drink. Also, apparently there are enemies close by here. Hello there, what is this?
Advertisement for the following story. Do you have what it takes to defend your corporate township from the dangers of alien wildlife and the unemployed? Talk to your local manager about
Come on,
applying for
you can make that job, can't you?
and lend your love
Apparently you
to protecting
can't.
our wonderful brands and products. Military service does not guarantee full
Oh,
employment
hello.
rights, tax breaks, military discount, health benefits, military burial, participation medal, training, or weapon.
Someone's awake.
You've been listening to Halcyon News, your mandated duty as a good citizen of Halcyon.
Well, well, well. Here they come. Destined to die.
Can go back. Careful there, mate.
Nice hit. Full after them.
Sure is. I pressed the wrong button there. Most of them turned to ash. Not the big fella. He was heavily armored. So tinkering should be cheaper right now. I need some food, some drinks. And some sleep. And what have we there? Excellent. Okay, we do have a workbench, so let's search this area. Maybe we'll find something of use. Okay. Let's try it this way. Thank you. Right, so is this an energy drink? A carbonated beverage containing purple berry and up to 3 other fruits. Sugary drink. Boost attributes for 1 minute. That should keep me going for a bit. Don't know what happened to you, mate.
Now, I don't say this lightly, but that is a work of sheer universal beauty.
You want it? 72. Is it one-handed? No. Then you can have it. You can also have this one. Make you a little bit more modern. Right then, let's take a look at the monitor here. Logs. While rummaging through the black base, I discovered a very old hammersmith crate that seemed to have been sealed for a very long time. A bit of elbow grease and deterioration pried it open, but I couldn't make heads or tails of my discovery. A prototype hammer. I didn't know Hammersmith actually made hammers, but I've brought it to my lab for a closer look. How strangely it glows. The tail of it wakes linger even when my eyes are closed. Mystery. I spend more time than on the hammer. Its intentional workers are state of the art. Thermal, electrical and chemical systems are all working in harmony. How is this even possible? The weapon is breakthrough in circuits and engineering, and many of its systems appear to be rigged again, tempering. There is a curious energy signature swirling about the weapon, though I have yet to identify the source. The air tastes of copper, and I have lost several teeth. I have had most subtle, prismatic dream yet since I invited the hammer into my bedchamber. Never mind that for now. Good news. First, the energy signature matches Blondio's elusive end rays, rising in the hammer's elemental properties to power, shock, plasma, corrode, and radiation. Now, for the bad. In my attempts to nourish the self-destruct functionality, I inadvertently caused a small fire. The hammer's manual controls may never function again. Swinging it seems to be the only way of cycling through its elemental model. I must take greater care with future experiments. I have taken the liberty of locking myself in the workshop. My tinkering were all of naught. This is no prototype. I am simply too flawed to recognize the perfection. The hammer is a lesson, a symbol. It whispers to me that disorder rules all things, but with a little ambition we can harness that power. Only by inflicting chaos upon others can we transmute disorder into harmony, and that is a lesson Halcyon is not ready to hear. Seems like one of your people, the philosophers or whatever they were called. It's a nice gun. It's like mine, except it's not as good. You guys still here?
This is Halcyon News.
Right then.
Rizzo Spectrum Vodka. Aftertaste Rizzo's Lemon Slap. Slap your whole family tonight.
Huh?
Huh?
Rizzo's Purpleberry Punch. You want a punch?
You got a maintenance issue?
Right
Take it to
here.
Chief June Lay. She's in engineering.
I'll talk to her later.
What the hell? We were in a holding pattern for 2 hours just to get in.
Comms had to go on break. Chief didn't have enough hands to coordinate talking. Something about the radiators being busted. I don't know. Not my problem, right?
Spacer's Choice. Is that a bar? Drink effectively. Welcome. We might need to purchase some energy drinks. Hey there. Ooh. Deadeye assault rifle. Hi.
You know that sound when you've snapped on an injector clip? Ah, that's how you know your weapon loves you back. I got a full line of weapon modifications I'd be happy to show you.
What benefit of modifying my weapons? Wow, that's a stupid question.
Why, it gets you the weapon best suited for your lifestyle.
Self-improvement, including one's weapons, is always a worthy endeavor.
Take your basic Deadeye assault rifle. Perfectly serviceable. But what if you like finesse? Slap a scope and silencer on that bad boy. Bunker down in a bush someplace and pop off heads. What if you like getting in close and making a lot of noise? Extended ammo magazine and a barrel heatsink to bump up rate of fire.
And if I change my mind, can I take off a mod?
No and yes. When you install something, it pops in there real nice, but if you want to replace it, the originals tend to snap like plastic toys.
Okay, where can I find modifications?
Right here for a start. I got a fair selection. Modified weapons are my specialty.
Does modifying a weapon void a warranty?
A what? Sorry, hon. Here at Bell's Shells, we just don't discuss impolite topics, and WARRA and TIES tops the list.
How do I attach a modification?
Only takes a bit of elbow grease and a spot of engineering know-how. Most ships have a workbench near the cargo hold. Ours is in engineering. You could take your new toys over there if you feel like tinkering.
I might.
So, what can I get you?
Let's see what you have, actually. We have a discount from you. Which is the most expensive weapon you have? This flamethrower? That's it. Modifications? Fun times barrel. Range weapons mod. Barrel increases critical damage. Doubt. Exacto sight. Assurance strength. We actually do have this. What is this, by the way? Range weapon spread, minus 25%. Range weapon sway. An aftermarket modification that counterweights longer barrels to reduce recoil and allows easier aiming with reduced sway. You don't sell any armor, though. Okay, let's sell some weapons ourselves. Can I keep? No. Yes, maybe. Is it one-handed? No, it's two-handed. Okay, we're gonna sell all of you. I'm gonna keep this one because it's pretty, as I stated before. What about you? Let's sell you. I'm gonna keep those two for now. Inspiration. Well, I don't think we're gonna use that, though I think it will fit this armor at some point. I'm not stealing. Why would you think that?
It's always fucking freezing in the base.
I thought you had a heating problem or something. Right then. We're gonna go this way in a moment first.
Are you listening to me, Mfuru?
We discovered a vending machine. I might be able to unlock this door. First, let's talk to you.
Sorry about the heat. Chief Tennyson will get the radiators fixed soon. Of course, this heat sure makes a 0G brew extra refreshing. It's an ale that's good for what ails you. Oh, and it's not the best choice. It's Spacer's choice. Taste the freedom. A lot of slogans to keep track of. Sometimes I forget.
You work for Spacer's Choice. Ever heard of Edgewater?
Heard of it. My orientation aether wave showed that famous Saltuna cannery, which I'm sure smells as good as it looks.
Nice. Well, they'll go looking into it.
And if you do, please don't mention us.
I'd have to go over my contract, but I don't think I'm allowed to leave Groundbreaker. Or this stall. So, what can I get you? Some soap? Everyone loves soap. Everyone will love you for using it, too.
I've got to ask about the hat.
I'm bound to satisfy headgear-related inquiries. Please send any complaints to our Consumer Care Headwear Division.
You doing all right there?
Oh, I'm having a stellar day. And not just because I'm legally obligated to say so. Almost as stellar as a Spacer's Choice is affordable.
Can you even see in there?
I can see all of the top quality merchandise in the Spacer's Choice catalog, which is available here at a reasonable price.
How do you brush your teeth?
Spacer's Choice regrets that we don't sell toothpaste at this time, but we're always working on delivering exciting new products to our customers. Spread wash, mouthwash, and Mantafloss are among the exciting line of dental goods currently in development.
Do you miss eating solid food?
Don't miss out on these deals. You'll find none like them on all of Groundbreaker, or anywhere in the Halcyon colony.
Do you have to sleep with that on?
Trouble sleeping? Try our Lunar Eclipse mix. That's 2 handfuls of pep pills washed down with a hearty swig of 2-hour energy brew. The blast will send you through the stratosphere and the crash will knock you out cold, guaranteed.
The Spacer's Choice make you wear that.
Add an additional 10% to your purchase today and the proceeds will be donated to Spacer Cares, our premier corporate welfare program. At Spacer's Choice, we care about your health and emotional well-being. That's why we put Martin through 6 years of vendor school, only to make him wear this hat.
Do you need me to help you get out of there?
Even if my contract didn't forbid it, I think it's part of me now.
Oh, that was creepy.
Are you ready to make Spacer's Choice Lunar Green Moonmouth lozenges a part of you? Lunar Green, the future is spearmint.
So where can I get a head like that?
You would never ask if you knew what it's like in here. I mean, why, anyone can be a Spacer's Choice Consumer Relations Choice Specialist. Just keep your nose clean and aim for the moon.
I'm addressing the man beneath the mask. Are you okay?
Damn it. No slogan for that one. Look, this hat, my job. It may not seem like much to a brave space captain, but they're all that I have. If there are self-made purgatories, then we all have to live in them. Mine can be no worse than someone else's. Now, if we're done with the chit-chat, I hope you don't mind if I make the most of this short life and try to be the best moon person I can be.
Would it help if I bought something?
You do that? Gosh, anything to fill my daily quota.
Right. Oh. Spacer's Choice hates me right now, so let's purchase some energy drinks if we can. A Costco capsule. Sniper critical damage, bonus to extra headshot weak spot, lasts 25 seconds, and feeling blurry? Focus. Okay, can I... Energy, that's what we're looking for right now. Some of these things are incredibly expensive. There is tea. I don't know if that counts. Okay, let's go and see. Wait, there was somewhere.
I'm not going anywhere, you hear?
Ellie.
You can't keep me out of there.
Please don't make a scene, Dr. Fenhill.
I'm sorry. Am I causing a scene? See, Umfuru? We could have avoided all this unpleasantness if you just let me talk to Jessie in the first place.
Was this about your friend?
Let me get one thing straight. Jessie and I are not friends. I just owe her, okay?
As for the rest, I'm trying to figure that out. All I know is that she's been here too long, and she's apparently not receiving visitors.
Jessie's situation sounds normal to me.
Yeah, if she's in the morgue.
Okay, how do you know she's not sick?
Because I'm a doctor. I know what illness looks like. And Jessie was looking as sleek as a sprat in the Tyleritos last time I saw her. And anyway, if someone suddenly comes down with a calamitous disease, it doesn't stay secret for long around here.
You don't even like her, but you're checking on her.
You say that like it's weird.
But why bother?
Like I said, Jessie did me a favor, and now I owe her one. I just don't like to leave a debt unpaid, that's all.
Maybe I can look into her.
Be my guest. If you know something I don't about dealing with hospital bureaucracy, I'll be impressed.
Right, but I'm sleepy. I need to sleep and I can't. Okay, let's go to the bar. Waste disposal. Okay. Rest and go. Maybe I can sleep in there.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following.
Well, that's absolutely disgusting. Punch. You want a punch? We've got a punch right here. Oh, I need some of these.
Concerned citizens often ask why there aren't enough faces in the Halcyon colony. We all want new neighbors from...
How do you do? And welcome to the Rest and Go. We used to be the Go and Rest, but folks never knew when to leave. Sorry. Business has been slow. Anything to occupy the time.
I'm looking for Gladys.
Oh, you can't miss her. Right behind you, number 2. First unit on the left, or second unit from the right, depending on which direction you count from.
How's life on Groundbreaker?
Fine, as long as the board keeps its grubby mitts to itself. Chief Tennyson holds the ship together, the Promenade holds our economy together, and Sublight is the shoddy jewel in our rusty old crown.
Sublight.
Our local garbage collectors. That Lilia Hagen never met a debris field she didn't like. She freely admits she planted her roots in Groundbreaker to escape board oversight. But I think there's more to it. She's unusual in the head, that one.
How's Groundbreaker keep the board at bay?
Our Chief Tennyson has an independent streak, same as her mother and grandmother who rode this ship on the crossing. There's a reason the board's embassy is a glorified shoebox. While Junlei Tennyson lives and breathes, Groundbreaker remains free.
Do you do business with permanent merchants?
Of course. Most of our supplies come and go through merchants. Company ships and salvage runs are the only traffic we tend to get. I try and steer clear of that creepy fellow in the moon mask. If there's a cost to being a company man, he paid it in spades.
Right. I'll be on my way. Okay, then what is my current quest, the one I'm going for? Cleaning man, find asset steeper. Worst contact, talk to Jessie. Waste disposal, we don't need that. Some energy drinks.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Tossball finals are scheduled to air soon, but a scandal has rocked the league and thrown these pivotal...
Right then, I'm gonna end the episode here actually, so thank you all for joining me, and I'm gonna see you all next time. Goodbye.